Today, I want to talk about the do's and don'ts of virtual networking. Thank you for watching the replay, and I'm Fidelma Greene, business consultant and coach. And today, I want to just simple tips to give you some simple tips on virtual networking from my own experience. And I was doing some virtual networking this week, and what I learned and what's important to get the most out of it. So the first thing is to, especially with virtual networking, is to be prepared. Okay, to plan out how long you plan to spend at the network. And because some of these events are going on all day, maybe they may be just for a half a day, some of them may only be for an hour. But just plan in advance exactly how long you want to spend at the networking event. Okay, and then it's being prepared, as in set your intentions. So know, like, are you going there to make new connections? You may be able to help somebody, or they may be able to help you. So it's really staying open and just being setting the intention that you're going to make some new connections. Okay, another tip is to network in places where you feel that it's the right place for you to be, okay, and that your ideal clients will be there and that you feel that you're going to benefit from it. Because there's so many networking events out there at the moment, and so many online virtual events, that it's really important that you're optimizing your time and asking yourself, is this the right event for you to be attending? Okay, so there, the first two things: preparing yourself really, and asking yourself, is it the right place for you to be? Okay. Another simple tip, which is really, really effective, is make sure you're in front of your camera. While I was networking during the week, some of the participants weren't in front of the camera, and I was one of them. At one stage, I don't know whether it was the other person's camera Zoom link or where they were sitting, because they were operating with a phone and a laptop. But she said she couldn't see me, but I was sitting in front. I thought I was sitting in front of my camera, but because it was coming near the end of the day, somehow I had moved over to the side, so she couldn't see me. And I was wondering then, had that happened earlier in the day and nobody had said it to me? So be sure you're in front of your camera, which is the little small thing on the top of your screen, okay? On the top of your laptop, or if you're using a mobile phone, just kind of look into that mobile phone, into the camera, not to be looking at yourself. I know, because it's very easy to get distracted. And another really simple tip is to be kind. Be polite and be kind to people. Especially, some people are new at networking and they don't really know how to network or what it's about. So it's really, what you give out will come back to you. And I know at the event the other day, I was getting tired at the end of the day, and I was losing focus a little bit. So I know I had overdone it myself. So that's just from my own experience. Just be mindful of the amount of time that you spend networking at an event, especially if it's a day long event. So if you're finding these tips helpful, please do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what your experience is when you're networking. How do you find virtual networking? Is it something that you like, or is it something that you would avoid altogether? I'd love to hear your experience. Please let me know in the comments. So the other thing is, and this is one of the key tips, okay, is to follow up. Okay, and that means whether you're sending an email or whether you're sending a message on LinkedIn, but it's to follow up with the people that you've connected with. Some people will respond straight away, and which is great, and other people may not. And it's not to take that personally, because people can get busy and they may not even, I know some people don't even go back on LinkedIn. They might have gone on it on that day to connect with you, but they may not go back on LinkedIn for another week. So it's just just to be aware of that. Once you follow up, you've completed what you've set out your intention. So it's creating new connections and then following up afterwards. and to be patient. Thank you for joining me live. Say hello if you like. I'm talking about the do's and don'ts of virtual networking. And this is just from my own experience myself during the week from a networking event I went to. It was an all-day event. It was the National Women's Enterprise Networking event, and it was really well organised. It was organised on Hop In, which was really good that you could just hop in and out on the event when to the talks that would interest you rather than having to stay to the whole event. And plus you could network as well outside the events with the people at it. So it's really being mindful then of the amount of time that you're spending at the event. Set an intention before you go to the event. What's your intention? To make new connections. Hopefully that's the whole idea of virtual networking. And also then, really, really important is to be kind and be polite. I did have an experience where somebody wasn't too polite to me, but I didn't take that personally, because I think that person, I just said I was tired, but they took it personally, and it was the end of the day, and I was being tired, so I will just say how it is. Okay, if you know me, I am just straight, and I just say it as it is. Okay, so, but I had to let that go. And then somebody else, when I was networking, the minute they saw me, they closed the camera and they went on to somebody else. And I had to laugh. Maybe they were wanting to go back to the main stage. So it's really important not to take these things personally. And I know when I was new to networking, I took a lot of things personally and I overthought the whole process. Networking is making new connections and it's building your network so that you can get to know them and build a relationship. It's a starting point for a relationship. So start it off from the way you would like it to continue is, being open, being kind, being polite, and making a connection, a genuine connection. And if there is no connection, that is fine as well, because some people will not connect to you, and that's fine. We don't have to like everybody. And when it comes down to business, it is about really building a network that will support you and that will understand you and that can connect to your work and that connect to you making a difference with your business. So I really love to know, has this helped you in any way? Do you like to virtual network? And I'm inviting you just to interact here with me and let me know what you think. How can you use these tips the next time you're networking? And please come and watch my videos. And if you like them, you can share them with your colleagues and friends. And as well, to remind you that you have an opportunity to join me for my free webinar next week. And that's on Wednesday the 21st. And it's how to lead more effectively during these uncertain times. So if you would like to join me, you will see it on my page. I will post the link above after this as well, so that you can book your place on that. And that will help you to actually lead during these times. And part of leading is networking. So it's part of being visible and really making the impact you want in your business. If you want to learn how to do all those things, then join me on the webinar. So thank you for watching the replay, and I appreciate you being here. Bye bye, Fidelma Greene.